The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football.
Here we go.
But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. One play action. Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Bears had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
He'll try again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action. Young. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Second before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On third and goal, they're going to run the option. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there for number 15.
A gain of 15. And the Panthers first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Gets past one. Oh, Young loses it. After one, it's 9-0. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready up. Drill 3.
Now Young. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
It's Young off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You, yell it. Ready?
And they just get the play off. Now Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Go red. Steel, black. Smash, red. Slide blue. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Hill going to go in motion right. Now Young fakes a sweep and looks to throw off play action. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's James. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
Hey, green. Set, huh?
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. It's Fields.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find, trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in week 3. So I don't know, does the fact... Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Fields pass intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
29-yard line.
Ready?
They run it with James.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 9.
Strike. Check. Strike. Cut. Go.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Yellow. Blue. Yellow.
The
Go.
slot man in motion right.
Right. White. Black open. 6. Feather. Cut.
Young on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Bears 9. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Monday,
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd and 2, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Fields.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber,
Here we go.
I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Ready?
Shifts by him. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 7.
Ready.
Young to throw it this time. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, Young.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And the Panther first down.
James. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Now Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. The Bears offense staying put, and Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Young's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly and volumes.
That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. The Young's going to throw for this.
It's caught at the 1, so unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, it's Fields.
He finds his man complete. That's Howell. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
To the air again, Fields.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Go.
They snap it to Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fields trying to throw for it.
And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Black shot. Blaster. Sink. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, Young. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On the double.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, you. Red, cycle. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
That throw by Young incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 25-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
2nd and 4. At the 49-yard line.
Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howell. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Howell. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Fields throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Ready?
On the ground, it's James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. James. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He completes this one to Mingo. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Drill green. Green jack. You yellow. Ready, ready.
And Young's going to throw it here.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 13.